So this video is going to be on the parent of origin effect by the book. It's from the book anyways. I have it actually right here. The Epigenetics Revolution by Ness, Carey, and it is the best read I think I've had in a while. And so one of the things that it comes up is, why can't two sperm reproduce? A man by the name of Azim Surani demonstrated the importance of both a male and female pronuclei. It was a long time, for at least for a long period of time, accepted that you needed that it was just a biological reaction going on, and he shows that you need a chromosome from both. So let's just, here's an egg cell there, and I'm going to do female is going to be in red, and then the male I'll do in blue and green. I know my colors. So hypothetical situation here, or laboratory perfected situation here, depending on how you look at it. Here's an egg, and then here's the egg pronuclei, and then we go ahead and fuse that with a male pronuclei under laboratory conditions with a micropipette. They fuse together and it forms a human being, or in this case, a mouse. A viable offspring is given to us. But under certain conditions, let's say that we do that same thing. We have an egg here, and we have a female pronuclei, and instead of fusing it with another male, we go ahead and fuse it with a second female pronuclei. Well, this doesn't give us anything. Nothing really is going to happen. So why is this the case? Well, they both have 23 chromosomes on this one, and then there's 23 on that one. That adds up to giving us all the genetic information that we need. We have the 46 chromosomes. She'll be XX. There's not any mutations or any genetic anomalies that would cause this. They're all genetically identical. So that was kind of weird. And by the same notion, if we were to do this with the same thing, well, we have another egg here, and instead of giving two female pronuclei, which we have two male pronuclei here, again, 23 pairs here, 23 pairs there, 23 plus 23, 23 is going to give us 46 chromosomes. So all the genetic information, all the heritable DNA things that we need to create life is there, but it's not, fertilization isn't happening, or I guess producing a viable offspring. So this was really confusing, and I was kind of confused too, which is a relatively simple question, but gave me trouble. And then later, by a man by the name of Bruce Cadnac created genetically modified mice where he controlled how a region of chromosome 11 was inherited. So it's just chromosome 11. It's not a whole entire, pronuclei. It's just this chromosome. And it kind of generated some pretty interesting effects. So let's just say that we have an egg here of the mice, because this was, through biological sex, not in vitro or anything like that. But if they had two copies of the male chromosome 11 modification, so there's two here, copies of the male here, then they would be phenotypically very large in stature. So I'm just gonna, I guess I'll just draw this here like that. There's our mouse. There's his little nose. Give him some legs, I guess. And there's his hands. This is a really bad drawing. But he was phenotypically large, and this is all the theme of the chapter, which is Battle of the Sexes, which I feel like was fitting. So if there's two copies from the female, and so, female plus, another female, this gives us something that is phenotypically very small. The mouse will be phenotypically much smaller than what is the norm amongst, I guess, average size for mice here. That's supposed to be a smiley face. But anyways, that's the point that I'm trying to make. And if someone inherited, one copy from each, I'll do this in blue. So if there's one male chromosome marker and then one female marker, all on chromosome 11, then what we get is a totally normal-sized mouse due to the modifications that are on there. So, yeah, large, small, medium, normal size. So I guess, what does that really mean? Meaning that both chromosomes carry a maternal and paternal epigenetic marker, which is kind of hard whenever you think about it, which I mean, I don't know about you, but that kind of blows my mind that not only eggs, but sperm as well, carry these molecular erasers and undergo these processes. So let's just, here is, we'll just say chromosomes of my parents, X, and then say, this is region of I'll be honest with you. Let's see here, X, and then YY. And these are regions of DNA for chromosome 11. 11. I have one from my mom and then one from my dad. It doesn't really matter which one because they both contain the same amount of DNA and it all adds up to being 46. So let's just compare my maternal marks with my sister. So this is going to be me and then this will be my sister. And remember, my sister has half of my DNA in it. So this is where the term parent of origin effect, I guess, comes from. So whenever we get these from whatever, we're only going to inherit only one copy. So that's kind of weird. That let's just say that this green or this red one stands for the, I'll switch colors here. Red means that it is the maternal version of chromosome 11. So let's say that I, the male, inherit the maternal version of chromosome 11. And then we'll say that my sister, the female, inherits the paternal, the male version of chromosome 11. So they both have to have those epigenetic markers. They both have to have certain methylation or lack of methylation or certain histone modifications going on at those particular spots. So whenever I'm making for every sperm cell that I've ever produced in my life, and it's been a lot, I'm not that old, but still, every single one of these carries the male, the paternal methylation pattern. And by the same stature, every single egg that my sister is going to make is going to carry the female, the maternal methylation pattern.